What's going on? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's been a while. It's been a while. Welcome back to Homestead and another episode of Study with Me. This is not another English one because the English one was really stupid. This time, we're getting into some nitty gritty shit. This is for ethics. I thought it would be ethics of religion, like it's supposed to be, but it doesn't look like. Religion has not been mentioned yet. The topic for today is euthanasia. How do we feel about euthanasia? I guess. Wait, where's. This has not grown at all. I don't even know if I mentioned. This is totally legitimate, by the way. I totally found it. Totally. 100%. No. Absolutely. So. What we're gonna do today is I think I'm just gonna focus on. Why isn't this working? No. No way. Oh my gosh. Way to be infuriating. Okay, bear with me. Just bear with me. Oh yeah, this is the fucking thing that I was doing. Wait, hold on. But now I can close this and then we can open this. You guys like the wallpaper? You guys fuck with the wallpaper? That's right. Ball. Elite ball knowledge. I'm just kidding. Everyone's fucking seen Gravity Falls. At least I hope you have. If you haven't, what are you doing, bro? Go watch Gravity Falls. Literally the best animated TV show of all time. Of all time. Anyways, so I'm going to read this chapter. It's about 10 pages of this textbook. And then we're going to watch a video. Well, I'm going to watch a video. You're probably just going to have to listen to it. On euthanasia. I think it has to be more than 5 minutes long or something like that. So, here, let me see. Oh, whoops. Oh, there we go. And then, bam. Look at that. But first, before we do this, let's. Are there any other tabs that are like? No, there aren't. Could have swore there were, because I want to build. There we go. This is a really good. Whoa. That was loud.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to another Minecraft
There we
video.
go.
This is Mythical Sausage. How is everybody doing? Man, we are back again doing another tutorial, and today I'm going to show you how to build this awesome Minecraft hobbit hole. As everything you need to survive in Minecraft with another portal, enchanting station, a bunch of storage, sleeping, smelting, crop fields, you know, little axolotl pit. Let's get this started. And then build this block for block. And here we go with the block palette. So we're going to be bringing in some spruce planks, the stairs, the slabs, and trapdoors. Also, the oak log, the stripped oak log, the planks, the slabs, and the fence gates. We're bringing in a little bit of green, terracotta, and also some wax weathered cut copper and wax weathered copper. These could be changed with any other block. I'm going to show you how. And then also a couple barrels, and then white stained glass, a little bit of moss and green carpet, and a couple other things along the way. And here we go with the dimensions and the space you're going to be needing on the outside for this hobbit hole. So right here, we're going to count from this line.
Oh, this we've already
go
done.
down another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Why does it
7,
keep
8,
opening?
9, 10, and 11. And then another log right over here. And then we have a couple barrels on each corner. In the back space here, you're going to be needing a clearing of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to this line. And this goes another 1, 2, 3, and 4 right there. and then a 3 spacer going up one right here on this side. So this is the beginning, and then I'll show you the inside after we get the facade done. Now we're gonna find the middle point, which is this block right here in the center bit. You're gonna have the space 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on this side, and then 5 on this side. That's how you know that's the center. So we're gonna grab a spruce trapdoor. I'm gonna place one right here on this corner. We're also gonna
A trap door. Okay, well, let's see what block we want to do for this. I think we, okay, well, so this is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means this should go here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct. And then let's go back to this crafting table. I should probably bring it closer, huh? Oh, maybe. Anyways, let's get some of these, and then we're gonna make those trap doors, bro. Yeah, oh, it only comes with 2. That kind of sucks. Wait, let me get some more then. I don't know how many I'm gonna need, but I feel like I'm gonna need more than that. Bam. Bam. Look at that. 4. These things look weird, but I fuck with the wood. So we're gonna keep the wood. So this goes here. And I can bring it back.
be placing another one over here on this corner. Gonna grab a stair, face it down this direction, then one this direction. Gonna grab a trapdoor, and let's go ahead and lift that up here, and then let's lift that up right there. Gonna go on the outside bit and put another trapdoor.
Oh, but the oak one is the one that's right here. Okay, so it's gonna have to be this. Because we've already decided. And then now we gotta go make stairs. Gosh diggity darn. Let's see here. Let's get more of these. And then we can go bam. Bam, 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 bam. Look at that, bro. I don't know if... Oh, no, we do need more trapdoors. Wait, so then he goes like this, and then he goes like this, and then he grabs... And then he like puts... Oh, whoops. Oh, like that, and then like that. Because the spruce is the one that's on the outside, which means that the lighter one has to be the one log that he placed on the inside, which is why I put the silver maple there. So this is what we have. So doesn't that look sick as fuck? With the green, it's going to have a cool contrast with the colors. I think it's going to look cool.
And on this side, we're going to put another trapdoor. I'm going to grab...
Oh my goodness. Why do we need so many trapdoors, bro? Okay. So you know what? You know what I can do? Initial thoughts on euthanasia. I don't mind it. I think the sanctity of life is a social construct. Everything's a social construct. And it sounds stupid, like a whole fucking, like, we live in a society, but it's like we do. Like we actually do. And euthanasia is a... What? Wait, how do I do this then?
Stair. I'm going to put an upside down stairs, put it on this corner, and then the trapdoor. On the outside bit, and put another trapdoor.
So he goes like that, and then here, look, we'll like build the thing up right here, and then he goes. There we go. I have to go back. I have to go to sleep. This is annoying. This is still not growing. It's supposed to take around 20-ish minutes to grow. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh, there's fog here now. Okay, so now we have to do the same thing here. There's like, I don't have any more food. which is something I never thought I would say. There's not any more food. Apples, and that's it. Fuck. Okay, well, for now, I'll just do that. And then I'll go, like, hunt or something later. So now we're gonna go here, we're gonna do this. I don't think euthanasia is a, like, horrible thing. Especially because, like, everybody's right, like... Oh, did I strip it? Fuck.
And on this side, we're gonna put another trap door. I'm gonna grab a stair. I'm gonna put an upside down stairs, put it on this corner, and then slide it down. Use it as a placeholder block, so it has that look to it. Another placeholder, put another one right here. It should look like this. I'm gonna grab another trap door. This is a placeholder one because we're gonna place one on top, open that, and then take that away. Same one over here, placeholder block, put a trap door, open it, and take that away. Then from
What the hell? What is happening? Okay, so we're gonna take these, and then we're gonna go like this, and then like this. Oh, oops. Like this, and then like this. And then we're gonna go like this. Oh, oops. Well, but then like this. Now we can get rid of this. Now we can get rid of this, this, and this. And then we can keep going up here because we need, what is it, like a trapdoor or something? How am I supposed to do that again? Come back.
here, we're gonna do another little placeholder block, put a trap door, open it, and take that away. Another trap door. This is a placeholder one because we're gonna place one on top.
Oh, I see. I smell what you're stepping in. I have to fucking get back up here. Nothing can go right. Ever. And then here, look, we can put one of these there, and then... Ugh, why? How can this happen to me? I made my mistakes. There we go. Seems like it. So then what do I do after this?
Open that, and then take that away. Same one over here, placeholder block, put a trap door, open it, and take that away. Then from here, we're gonna do another little placeholder block on the inside, and then take it out. Make sure that upside down stair is above the trap door. And we're gonna do another one right here on this side. Then I'm gonna place another trap door right here on this corner, and then one on this corner. Then I'm gonna grab a slab. We're gonna put one on top of each trap door we placed, and a double slab or full block above that right there. Now we're gonna come.
What the hecky? Okay, so we're gonna... What is it? We go like... No. And then... Like that. And then we go like this. And then... What am I doing wrong?
I'm gonna put another trap door. I'm gonna grab a stair. I'm gonna put an upside down stairs, put it on this corner, and then slide it down. Use it.
Oh, I put these in the wrong spot. That's what it is. is there anything wrong with euthanasia though? Like, for real. What is really wrong with euthanasia? At what point, because I guess you could, people argue that banning it, like, infringes on autonomy, and I can definitely see that argument. And you know what? It is pretty compelling and convincing. Because, I mean, like, they're right. And death is just death. Like, people should have the right to choose how they die. And, I mean, maybe now it's different because all of a sudden we have, like, cures for cancer. But, I don't know, like, beforehand,
As a placeholder
I feel
block,
like you should have
that look to it. Another
your
placeholder,
own
put
say in
another
how
one
you're
right
gonna end
here.
your
It should
suffering
look like
if
this.
you're
We're
sick.
gonna grab another trapdoor. This is a placeholder one because we're gonna place one on top, open that, and then take that away. Same one over here, placeholder block, put a trapdoor, open it, and take that away. Then from here, we're gonna do another little placeholder block on the inside, and then take it out. Make sure that upside down stairs.
I smell what you're stepping in, brother. And then let's see which one it is. It's this one, right? Yeah. And then yeah. Look at this. This is, oh my god, what did I do? Why do I keep getting these fucking things mixed up, bro? This is so annoying. Okay, and then now I need more trapdoors. Stripped. Gay. Okay, I need more than that. Bam, bam. Anyways, I think it makes sense to be able to choose how you die. It's only fair. And why should anybody else have a say? And that's one of the arguments. Yeah, as we consider the details of the issue of euthanasia, it is helpful to begin by recognizing the pervasiveness of the issue. Increasingly, people die in a medical context, often a hospital that is unfamiliar to them and populated primarily by strangers, often finding their days and nights filled with unwanted intrusions, such as beeping monitors, paging announcements, the moans and cries of other patients, glare from fluorescent lights, and the like. Currently, 85% of Americans die in some kind of healthcare facility. This includes not only hospitals, but nursing homes, hospices, etc. Of this group, 70%, which is equivalent to almost 60% of the population as a whole, choose to withhold some kind of life-sustaining treatment. And what is wrong with that? Because life-sustaining does not necessarily mean
Above the trapdoor, and we're going to do another one right here on this side. Then I'm going to place another trapdoor right here on this corner, and then one on this corner. Then I'm going to grab a slab. We're going to put one on top of each trapdoor we placed, and
okay, simple enough. So, oh god, no. Sure. And then, oh, I don't know. Oops. And then bam, bam, and then bam, 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 bam. Look at that. What a beauty. Okay.
a double slab or full block above that right there. Now we're going to come back over here on this side. Let's put a stair down facing this direction. Skip a block, put a stair down here. Put a trapdoor in the middle just like that. And you can put them, actually put them this direction so they match.
Well, these are kind of, they don't really have like, so one here, and then another one here, and then we're going to put one of these things here, and then we're going to go over here, and then we're going to do the exact same thing, but we can put that there right now. There we go. And make our other stairs. You know what I wish? I wish I could like be able to rebuild the planks after we make. Slabs. There we go. Look at this. This looks nice. Look at this.
Those on the bottom. I'm gonna put another trapdoor, open that up, and then still a little placeholder block and another upside down stair.
God damn, bro. He's not messing around about this shit when I need more trapdoors. Should I just make a fuck ton of planks? I feel like I should. I should just make like an absolute fuck ton of planks. There. And then can I make a... Oh, look. Oh, it's a different type of wood, too. That's so fucking cool. Whoa. That's cool. That's a cool design. That's actually sick. So, bam, bam. And then we need more, still need more stairs. I feel like we're gonna need a lot of stairs. We can get rid of this. So yeah, what does that say? Unlike some of the other issues, such as the death penalty, oh god, such as the death penalty or even abortion, this is an issue that we all face, both in terms of ourselves and in terms of our loved ones. Many students already have been involved. Oh god. Many students have already been involved in a family discussions and decisions about what is right to do for a grandparent, perhaps even more painfully, a parent or a sibling. These decisions are often agonizing, especially when the preferences of the loved ones are not clear. Yeah, that just happened with my grandma. She just died recently, a few months ago, almost 6 months ago now. That's crazy. Like 4 months ago. November, early November. Whoa, that's crazy. Anyways, but yeah, she was unconscious. We didn't know what she wanted, and they like resuscitated her like 4 times, and they were like, "Yeah, dude, if we keep trying to bring her back, it's just gonna do more harm than good." So we just made the decision to let her go. You know. Oh my fuck. How do I do this? How is this feasible? Yeah, I was able to do it for the other ones. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm so stupid.
Above that trapdoor, I'm gonna place a trapdoor right on the top bit, and then one on top like so. I'm gonna place another stair facing this direction, and then another stair facing this direction. Trapdoor above that one, and another trapdoor above that stair. I'm gonna do another little placeholder on top and slide that out. We can get rid of this one. Another placeholder above and slide that out and get rid of that one. So we have this little circular pattern, and then above that, we're just gonna put a trapdoor. Now we're gonna come back on this side and repeat it. So we're gonna put a stair here,
Oh, I
trapdoor on the side.
figured you were gonna repeat it. That is a lot of steps. I don't know if I got them all, but we will try. I think I'm supposed to put another stair. Oh, I have to go back.
Trapdoor up. Put a trapdoor in the middle just like that. Or open that up. Trapdoor right on the top bit, and then.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna do, what is this? Give me a trapdoor. Bam, and then bam, and then
one on top like so. I'm gonna place another stair facing this direction.
yeah. So then we're gonna go here. Bam. And then I think it's what is it? This. Oh, whoops. And then where's my axe? Yes. Look at that. And then there's probably something that goes on top of that I just didn't. I think it's just another trapdoor. Right. What? It's gonna be a fucking trapdoor. It's gonna be a fucking trapdoor, isn't it? It's gonna be a fucking trapdoor. Dude, that fucking thing is so cool. The crafting table. I can't believe how fucking cool that is. Oh gosh. Oh golly gee. Oh, you know what I wish I had? Scaffolding. But I think you need like a fuck ton of bamboo. And we have not found a jungle. Bet you $20 it's a fucking.
And then another stair facing this direction. Trapdoor above that one, and another trapdoor above that stair. I'm gonna do another little placeholder on top and slide that out. We can get rid of this one. Another placeholder above and slide that out and get rid of that one. So we have this little circular pattern, and then above that we're just gonna put a trapdoor.
That's what I fucking thought. Those are these fucking trapdoors. Oh gosh. There we go. And then we just do the same thing over here. Well, first I should go find some fucking food. We're just gonna go. Oh, look at that! It's growing! Whoa! We're gonna go slaughter innocent animals. Holy fucking lag. Prairie. There must be more mutton. There must be more mutton somewhere. There's gotta be sheep around here. Oh my god, this fucking grass is annoying. But there must be, right? There must be more sheep. Why? Of course, there must be. Oh, there's... Did my stomach just fucking growl? Oh, I heard a sheep. I just heard it. Where is it? I heard it. Aha! Bitch. How much do I have now? 8? anyways, while I walk around, we're going to keep reading. Dying in a hospital is particularly difficult, for there is nothing within medicine itself which is tenaciously committed to winning every possible battle with death, even though there is no hope of ever winning the war. That helps physicians to let go, to allow the individual to die peacefully. There are certainly many physicians who show great wisdom in dealing with the issue. Dr. Atul Gawande is a great example of this. Whoever the fuck that is. I gotta give me animals. But their wisdom flows primarily from their character as as people, rather than from their medical knowledge. Medical knowledge alone does not tell us when to let go, and medical practice, perhaps quite rightly, is often committed to fighting on, no matter what the odds. Yet this means that each of us patients must face this question squarely. I think I need shears to cut the apples. But, like, where are all the... That's interesting, though. Because, yeah, I guess medicine is... The whole point of medicine is to save lives, to prolong life. To prolong not only life, but a better quality of life. So, like, as a doctor, you don't want to give up, but then, like, as a human being, you have to be able to recognize when it's time. Subheader: Some initial distinctions. Recent discussions of euthanasia have been dominated by several important distinctions, and by disagreement over exactly how the distinctions are to be drawn and what significance they should have. The three most important of these are the distinction between active and passive euthanasia, voluntary and involuntary euthanasia, and assisted and unassisted euthanasia. Let us consider each of these in turn. Active and passive euthanasia. Let's make some educated guesses before we get in here. I'm going to assume passive euthanasia is just simply denying care, and then I'm going to assume active euthanasia is actually killing someone and giving someone like a drug. Oh, it's done. Oh. I need shears. Shut up. Oh. You guys ready for this? I am so excited for this shit. I fucking wrote about Doctor Who in my fucking class right now, my short stories class, because for the 6-word stories. Oh my goodness gracious. You ready? You ready for this? Is it gonna crash? Don't crash. You can hear the TARDIS like echo. I know, now that I'm here. I mean, like, I understand that the TARDIS has grown, kinda. But, like, is it really? Oh my goodness. So before we do anything else, we're gonna need a sonic screwdriver. Which is the only way to get Sonic screwdrivers is we need blaze rods, so we're gonna have to go to the nether before we do anything here. But this is still cool as shit. This is so awesome. Yeah, now let's go to bed. Oh my god, my hair is in my fucking face. I'm gonna kill everybody. Anyways, that's awesome. But we're gonna get back to this. So I was right. Active versus passive euthanasia. The distinction between active and passive euthanasia seems, on the surface, easy enough. Active euthanasia occurs in those instances in which someone takes active means, such as lethal injection, to bring about someone's death. Passive euthanasia occurs in those instances where someone simply refuses to intervene to prevent someone's death. In a hospital setting, do not resuscitate order is one of the most means of passive euthanasia, which is what they did to my Grammy Grams. Don't you feel like that should have a thing on the top? What does it matter? Do I still have the... Dude, I read a fucking Reddit post that it was some fucking guy who got raped by his 17-year-old niece, and he was like, "Oh, I just want to protect her." It's like, dude, nigga, you were raped. You were raped, bro. I don't even care that I said it, bro. This man was raped. Actually, legitimately raped. And it's like, what do you mean you want to protect her, bro? And then, bro, that shit sounded like something straight from a fucking, like, fucking, I don't even know. But yeah, she was like, oh no, I didn't want it to, I wanted my first time to be with someone that I knew, so I decided to fucking rape you. Like, be so fucking for real, dude. Be so fucking for real. Anyways, so we were right about this euthanasia shit. Passive euthanasia, you just don't do anything, like do not resuscitate or refusing to give somebody treatment so that they die. And then active euthanasia is deliberately doing something. Like, if you want some examples, think of Chloe from Life is Strange, the first one. When Max, or if you decide to kill Chloe in the alternate like timeline, and like, what is that, episode 4? Yeah. And then also, you've seen Dexter, when Dexter kills Camilla. She has cancer. Oh, I need to. Oh, fuck. There we go. Look at that. Look at how sick that looks. I'm enjoying this.
Now we're going to come back on this side and repeat it. So we're going to put a stair here, trapdoor on the side, stair here. We're going to put a trapdoor, open that up. Then we put a little placeholder block and a stair facing this way. And then a trapdoor on top, and another upside trapdoor on top. Now we're going to jump here on the side, and there's some oak logs. We're going to go up on top of each, and then stair in 5. Put an upside on stair down here, barrel down right there, stair, stair, upside down stair above those stairs, oak fence on top of each.
Wait, what?
And door on top. Now we're going to jump here on the side, and there's some oak logs. We're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Okay. Alright, so we're going to do this for both. So let's go here. And we're right here, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And where is my axe? this now too. What do we need? Fucking fences or something? Oh, barrels. Are there different types of barrels in this too? That'd be cool. But I don't think so. But let's see. What's that? Bam. Yeah, no, there aren't. It's only the one type of barrel. Which means, I don't know, what should we do here? Let's replace them with the crafting tables. Let's just see how it looks. I think it's gonna look better. What is it? Is that how it is?
Put a barrel down here, barrel down right there, stair, stair.
Stair, stair.
Upside down stair above those stairs.
Upside down stairs. Above these stairs, and then we need fences, but we're gonna need the maple fences this time. Oh, I have so many crafting tables here, and I'm fucking running it back over here. I need stick. Oh no. Grapevine stem. What the fuck? No, dude. Don't want to do that. Yes. And so now we're gonna go here. I'm gonna go up and up and up, and then I think we're supposed to put them bam and bam. And then now what?
Oak fence on top of each, and then a stair down here and a stair down right there. Then we're gonna repeat it over.
Oh my fucking. Anyways, so those are the differences. The next section is called conceptual clarity. Should I? Does that look good? It does. Perhaps more than any other philosopher, James Rachels has called into question the validity and usefulness of the distinction between passive and active euthanasia. So he's a fucking pussy. Instead of publishing his highly influential article, Active and Passive Euthanasia, in a philosophy journal, where its impact would have been limited primarily to other philosophers, he published it in JAMA, the Journal of American Medical Association. He did this for two reasons. First, he wanted to bring about change, and the best way to do that is to address those who set policy. That is very true. And then bam, bam, and then we need fucking... Oh, why did I do that? Second, he wanted to criticize the AMA's policy, which allowed for passive euthanasia, but did not permit active euthanasia. So he was a pussy. This fucking guy. Look at that. That looks nice.
Over here on this side. So let's go up 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2 barrels, stairs, stair down, and a stair on top of that little exposed log. Another one over here. And then we're going to go up right on this side with a simple slab pattern. So we're going to put a slab on top, double slab, a slab above, one on top of that, a double, and then...
What the hell? What do these comments say? The one guy who disliked the video? I don't think there's anybody. Well, it doesn't show you. I don't know when YouTube got rid of the dislike thing, but it's not. What the hell? The critique developed by Rachel's and others criticized the standard position, the AMA's position, on 2 levels. First, it attacked the conceptual clarity of the distinction, arguing that line between passive and active is more blurred than one might initially think. One reason is this distinction becomes what? Reach it from here. Oh, I gotta reach it from here. I can't. Fuck. Whatever. I just need more slabs. Okay. Oh, I gotta go sleep. One reason this distinction becomes conceptually slippery, especially in regard to the notion of passive euthanasia, is that it is embedded in the background set by assumptions of what constitutes normal care and what the normal duties of caregivers are. In typical hospital settings, there is a distinction between ordinary and extraordinary care. At one end of the spectrum, giving someone food and water is clearly ordinary care. At the other end of the spectrum, giving someone an emergency heart and lung transplant to save that person's life is clearly extraordinary care. Refusing to give food and water seems to be different than refusing to perform a transplant. Both are passive, but one involves falling below the expectations of normal care, whereas the other does not. Typically, do not resuscitate orders would fall somewhere in the middle ground on this scale. The source of this bit of conceptual slipperiness comes from the fact that we need to distinguish between 2 levels of passive euthanasia. 2 levels of passive euthanasia: refusing to provide extraordinary care and refusing to provide any life-sustaining care at all. We would distinguish between the person who refuses to jump into a turbulent sea to save a drowning child and... Oh. Can I just walk through that? Oh, I was about to say, what the hell? Who refuses to reach into the bathtub to save a baby drowning there. Oh, into a turbulent sea to save a drowning child, and the person who refuses to reach into a bathtub to save a baby drowning there. So, too, in medical context, we must distinguish between refusing to take extraordinary means to prevent death and refusing to provide normal care, such as nutrition and hydration, to sustain life. There is at least a second reason why distinction is conceptually slippery. What the hell? Especially in regard to the notion of active euthanasia. As we've already seen in our discussion of abortion, philosophers distinguish between the intended consequences of an action and the unintended but foreseeable consequences of an action. This distinction is crucial to the principle of the double effect, which under certain specifiable specifiable conditions morally permits an individual to perform an action that would otherwise not be allowed. Many Catholic ethicists, for example, would argue that a physician might be morally permitted to perform a surgical procedure such as a hysterectomy to remove a cancerous uterus, even if this results in the death of a fetus, as long as the intention was not to kill the fetus, the cause was serious, and there was no other means to that end. Similarly, physicians might give certain terminal patients painkillers in large doses, realizing that such doses might hasten an inevitable death, but having no other way of alleviating the patient's extreme pain. Again, the line between active and passive becomes blurred. That's a little dramatic. That is... Well, I mean, I guess. Because would that be considered euthanasia? To give somebody large doses of medicine that will alleviate their pain but kill them faster? That doesn't strike me as euthanasia, though. Because you're right, there's no intent. You're not intending to kill them. So it doesn't count as euthanasia.
And then same thing coming back down. So a double, double,
Oh my god.
double, and then one right there, like that. Now I'm gonna grab a slab, stare down, and a stare down right there. Now for the next bit, I'm gonna grab a slab of spruce. I'm gonna put that right on top of that little exposed log. Another one over here. And then we're gonna go up right on this side with a simple slab pattern. So we're gonna put a slab on top, double slab, a slab above, one on top of that, a double.
What?
And then a double here, and then same thing.
1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Wait. What?
Thing coming back down. So a double, 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 and then one right there.
I hate this game. I hate this fucking game. What the fuck is that? Wandering plushie trader? Ah, fuck you. I'm gonna kill you. Just for no reason. We're gonna euthanize this. So, I mean, this portion is talking about intent, I guess. Oh, that's the second. Principle of double effect. Oh, so that's the second part. The first part is about extraordinary and life-sustaining care. Although this example of a person who jumps into the ocean to save a child, but someone who won't reach into a bathtub to save a child, that's confusing me. That is confusing me. That is definitely dearly confusing me. So, how about instead... Well, actually, we're still doing this. I was going to be like, let's watch the video. But we're still... Okay, let's fucking see how this... How am I supposed to...
Yeah, like that. Now I'm gonna grab a stair. I'm gonna go with an upside down stair right in front of that one, so it gives you this curved look to it. I'm gonna do another one over here like so. Then we're gonna go up also the same.
That looks nice. I enjoy this. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna fucking shoot myself in the mouth. Anyways, the point about intent makes sense. Ordinary and extraordinary care. At one end of the spectrum, giving someone food and water is clearly ordinary care. At the other end of the spectrum, giving someone an emergency heart transplant, okay, is extraordinary. Refusing to give food and water seems to be different from refusing to perform a transplant. Oh, yeah, right. Both are passive, but one involves falling below the expectations of normal care, whereas one does not. Typically, would fall somewhere in the middle ground. That is true. But this is also really stupid. Because is euthanasia not like by default into like it's euthanasia, not murder. It's not murder and it's not suicide. It's euthanasia. So you would do it in a scenario where someone has a terminal illness and they're in constant pain. That's what makes it euthanasia. Is when it's terminal or like and there's nothing to be done. You just have to wait for them to die. That's what euthanasia is. This is what is this fucking um in terms of the baby, like the baby fucking not saving a baby, I mean from a bathtub, that's not euthanasia. The baby's not fucking sick.
Same way. Double slab, a double, double, and a double. I go with a double here, double, and a double there. So we have this little overhanging bit. Now from here, we're going to fill in the backside blocks. First step, I'm going to go right in this circular pattern here, and we're going to just surround this in the wax weathered copper. We can mix the cut ones and the non-cut version like that. We'll do the same thing up here, so we can mix this, just circle it around, leave that little space for a window. And then you can go ahead and just mix that up with some texturing.
Ew.
So I'm going to do the same thing over here. So let's take that little circle around, just like that. Mix it up with the blocks. Do the same thing over here. And then we're going to mix in the blocks here. Now, if you don't have copper, you don't have a way to wax it, you can put any kind of copper, but you can actually put any kind of block here. You can mix it and match it. Different colors. You can use terracottas, concretes, wood.
That looks gross. That is a disgusting color palette. I am not putting copper in there. That looks gross. So what do we want? Oh, well, let's finish the thing first. Okay, so this time. Okay, so now we're gonna go. But yeah, isn't euthanasia by? Well, let's look up the definition. I could be wrong. The intentional, painless termination of a patient's life by a doctor to relieve incurable, unbearable suffering. So none of these apply. None of these apply to euthanasia. Hold on. Refusing food, not euthanasia. I would argue do not resuscitate is also not euthanasia. The patient is not conscious. Or, well, I guess they would fall under the decision of the family. It would still be intentional. Okay, that does fall under euthanasia. I guess maybe it's because you expect euthanasia to be like I don't know, lethal injection or something, like the morphine from Life is Strange. But Yeah, none of these fall. Like, refusing someone food and water is murder. That's literally just murder, bro. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Same with the fucking baby. Like, if you don't stop a baby from drowning, that's like manslaughter. Or neglect. You could argue it's neglect. Oh, fuck. I'm doing something wrong here. Also, not jumping into a fucking ocean to save a drowning child is also not euthanasia. These are all losing me. None of these have anything to do with euthanasia. None of the I keep trying to think, but like no. None of these have anything to do with euthanasia. I have no idea where they're getting any of these. Do I have vines? I don't. I should get vines. Shouldn't I? I don't know where I would get vines. Oh, you know what? I have shears now. Should we go look for vines? Well, I think I should just figure out what the fuck is wrong with this first. Well, let's get. Anyways, none of these have to do with euthanasia, and they're all losing me simultaneously, and I don't. So the next section is titled Moral Significance. In addition to attacking the conceptual clarity of the active/passive distinction, some ethicists have attacked the moral significance of the distinction. The standard view is that active euthanasia is morally much more questionable than passive euthanasia. That makes sense, because it's like, whoa, you're actually okay with taking somebody's life? I understand that.
But you can use really side blocks. First step, I'm gonna go right in this circular pattern here. Tab above, one on top of that, double. I'm gonna go with an upside down stair right in front of that one, so it gives you this curved look to it. I'm gonna do another one over here like so. Then we're gonna go up also the same way. Double slab.
I did it on the wrong stair for this one. What the hell? I forgot I could do that. But yeah, it's this. Oh my god, my fucking hand is hurting. And then now I can do this. Oh fuck. It involves actively choosing to bring about the death of a human being. Critics of the moral significance of this distinction have argued that active euthanasia is often more compassionate than passive euthanasia and morally preferable. I would agree. If you can get over yourself, then you're saving someone a lot of grief and suffering by assisting them. Or if you want to be passive about it, you can just let them do it themselves if they're capable of doing so. There. Now we're going to go in search of violence. Standard view is that active euthanasia is yada yada yada. Critics the more distinct of this distinction have argued that active euthanasia is often more compassionate than passive euthanasia and more preferable to it. The typical type of case they adduce is one in which one, there is no doubt that the patient will die soon. 2, the option of passive euthanasia does nothing significant. Whoa. Significantly more pain. Wait, what? The option of passive euthanasia causes significantly more pain for the patient and often the family as well than active euthanasia and does nothing to enhance the remaining life of the patient. And 3, passive measures will not bring about the death of the patient. Certain types of cancers, like liver cancer and throat cancers are prime examples here. Not only are they extremely painful, but they're also very resistant to painkillers. The increasing use of terminal sedation adds further complexity to this picture. Typically, the primary physician caring for a dying patient seeks to maintain a balance in the use of pain medications between keeping the patient aware, yada 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 yada. Assisted versus unassisted, we know what this is. Euthanasia as the compassionate response to suffering, the sanctity of life and the right to die. Here, let's read the sanctity of life. I mean, majority of these I feel like are already common knowledge. Euthanasia is a pretty common ethical topic, so I don't think it's like too crazy here. I just heard my voice echo throughout my apartment. I keep forgetting how fucking loud. I forget I have headphones on. I can't hear myself. But yeah, euthanasia is a pretty a common ethical debate. So it's not like insane to talk about this much. But anyways, the sanctity of life. Human life, many believe, is sacred. In its original form, the belief is a religious one. The sanctity of life is an indication that life is a gift from God and therefore cannot be ended by human hand without violating God's law or rejecting God's love. Oh yeah, because fucking throat cancer is quite a declaration of God's love for us. Moreover, in its original form, one sees this most clearly in Buddhism. I don't remember learning that. Oh, is this how I... How the fuck do I get these apples? Is it a right click? Yes. Fucking shoot myself in the mouth. Thank you. Jesus. I don't know ways to shears though. But also in other religious traditions, this belief encompasses all life, not just human life. In this form, it is not only a tradition that encompasses pacifism and opposes capital punishment, abortion, and euthanasia, but also one that respects the lives of animals and the living environment as a whole. Jeez. Oh, that's true. Oh my god. Buddhism does have a pretty strong appreciation of life. But I'm unaware of the fact that it would affect a decision to euthanize somebody. Oh my god. Let's go this way. Life is a sacred gift from God, and it is not a proper role of human beings to take it away. Ooh, oh, so. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. That's right. There we go. Respect for life, in the words of the Catholic Cardinal Joseph Bernardin, is a seamless garment that covers the entire fabric of living creation. It's gonna take me a minute to find these fucking vines. I thought that since this was a semi-oak biome, there would have some, just like how the regular forest biomes have theirs. Dude, I lit a eucalyptus and mint candle and it smells like a bathroom. Like a really nice fucking bathroom. I love it. What was I saying? I forgot. No distinction is drawn about the quality of life. Exactly. Fucking exactly. There's nothing to be said about the quality of life. Oh, that's what it was about the vines. It's like I was hoping to find some, like in a regular forest, but there's nothing. Oh, we're in a forest now. That's a funny one. These have vines. Give me. I know these biomes have vines, and they're not just in jungles. Come on, man. Throw me a vine. Or a bone. Or both. Just give me vines. This is ridiculous. No distinction is drawn about the quality of life. All life is to be respected, loved, and cared for. We cannot pick and choose which lives we find sacred. It is this tradition that leads to the compassion of the Buddha and Mother Teresa. I have no idea what Mother Teresa's deal was. I just know that she was an asshole. Followers of this tradition do not support either active or passive euthanasia in the sense discussed here. However, they certainly are committed to the broader sense of dying well, and spiritual discipline is often part of that commitment. Their alternative to active or passive euthanasia in the Western sense is not neglect, but compassion and love, ministering to the sick, the infirm, and the dying. Moreover, it typically involves a spiritual exercise, a gradual mastery of the art of dying. There are issues rarely discussed in the utilitarian tradition. Euthanasia is not really utilitarian. What is utilitarian? Like what's good for the collective? It's good for everybody. Euthanasia is not really utilitarian. Oh, there's a forest. There's a giant fucking forest. I'm just looking for vines, brother. That's all I want is vines. So, yeah, this is just your basic religious bullshit. Like, oh my god, all of life is sacred because God made it. It's like, not only is God not real, but, like, there's nothing to be said about the quality of life. And if you're okay with somebody suffering, like, intensely just because of God, then you are a sick person. You're a sick person. You're a cruel, sick person. Oh, no, stop it. Go away. Oh! Yo, absolutely no vines? This is unbelievable. Stop, bro. Vines are not this rare. Okay, well now, while we look for our vines, let's watch a video. So let's go back to... Actually, you know what? I gotta give like credit or something, or else this is gonna get fucking... Oh, whoops. Six minutes. Here, look, we'll watch this together. I was gonna try and put it.
When is it okay for a doctor to stop trying to save their patient?
All right, we're gonna listen to it together.
Patient die. In this Wi-Fi video, we'll explore some important questions that shape the debate over euthanasia. Several months ago, Jack was diagnosed with cancer. Despite multiple rounds of treatment, the cancer has advanced quickly, and his doctors now think he has only a few weeks to live. The treatment isn't working, Jack's oncologist Tina explained. It's time to focus on making his remaining weeks as comfortable as possible. Jack has thought about it and doesn't want this painful, miserable time to drag out. He's lived a long and mostly happy life, and now just wants to die a quick and easy death. Explaining this to Tina, he asks her to end his life with an injection of lethal drugs. Should Tina be allowed to follow through on Jack's request to help him die a good death? Or should such acts of euthanasia be prohibited? A good starting point for thinking through what a provider should be allowed to do in euthanasia scenarios like this is to ask, would euthanasia be best for the patient's overall well-being? After all, the main reason a patient like Jack seeks an expedited death is he's believed that he's better off dead than living a few more weeks under such terrible circumstances.
That's dramatic.
This also explains why he thinks Tina should help him. As a healthcare provider, Tina's role isn't just to heal her patients and save their lives. It's to care for their physical and mental well-being overall. Indeed, Tina has already shifted from trying to save Jack to just trying to manage his suffering until he dies. Since even that's not working, it's worth considering whether euthanasia might be the most effective and compassionate way for Tina to care for Jack's well-being. So is it? Some people believe life is such a precious gift that no matter how bad things get, it's always better to be alive than not. Others think the value of being alive has its limits. Sometimes the conditions of life are so bad that the benefits of being alive don't really help. Even opponents of euthanasia might agree that the bad things that lie ahead for Jack probably outweigh the good. Of course, this accounting depends on what qualifies as good and bad and their relative weights, and this is often confusing and subjective. For example, one reason we might see little good left for Jack relative to the bad is that he has no hope of recovery and just weeks left to live. But what if he had months left? Or a year? Would Jack then be wrong if he still thinks an expedited death is best? More time to live means more time for experiences and activities that improve his well-being. Then again, it also means more time for suffering and profound dependence on others. Maybe the value of living counterintuitively goes down the more time he has left. Also, how much does the kind of suffering matter? Is Jack's well-being compromised more by his physical pain and discomfort, or by his fear, humiliation, and despair? What if Tina could greatly reduce his suffering with medication, but they left him too unconscious to engage with the world around him? Would this be better than a quick death? Wait, you might say, why are we deciding what's best for Jack? Everyone has different values and beliefs, and surely no one knows better than Jack whether living out his remaining weeks is worth it. Even if he's wrong, it's his life. Jack's doctors have to respect his autonomy regarding all his other healthcare decisions. Why shouldn't he also get to decide for himself how his life ends? To many, the crucial question is simply, would the patient be an autonomous participant in their euthanasia? If the answer is no, the act should be prohibited. If the answer is yes, it should be allowed. Now, obviously Jack has explicitly requested euthanasia, but not every request from a patient is genuinely autonomous. A patient might be so overwhelmed by pain or fear, for example, that they can't adequately comprehend their situation and make a competent decision. Or they might be coerced by doctors or family members, concerned about the cost of continuing care. Some people are skeptical that any euthanasia request is truly autonomous, given the suffering and vulnerability that motivated the request. But most think that, as long as the doctor takes proper precautions to ensure the request is competent and voluntary, they can carry it out. And given the details of Jack's case, it seems plausible both that euthanasia is in his best interest and that his request is autonomous. And yet, in most places, Tina would lose her license and be charged with murder for fulfilling his request. Why? Well, we haven't yet asked perhaps the most controversial question. Is the proposed method for carrying out this euthanasia ethically permissible?
Yes.
In asking Tina to hasten his death by injecting him with lethal drugs, Jack is asking Tina to intentionally kill him. And many believe that intentionally killing someone is absolutely wrong, regardless of the net good that might result. Every person, they say, has an inherent moral dignity or value that must never be violated. On the other hand, many of the same people would probably let Tina take a willing patient off their ventilator, knowing the patient will therefore die from insufficient oxygen. Why? Because here, Tina would merely be letting the patient die. Others aren't convinced that the distinction between killing and letting die really matters. They claim that helping Jack die with dignity means letting him decide both when and how to die. The final question to consider is sometimes raised even by people who think euthanasia can be justified in this or that individual case. What still concerns them is this: would a rule that allows euthanasia in cases like this have undesirable social consequences? They worry that allowing euthanasia in certain limited acceptable cases will gradually encourage expansion on these limits until it's allowed for even unacceptable cases. They particularly worry that allowing euthanasia for patients considered especially unfortunate might send the message that everyone facing similar conditions has a life that isn't worth living. To properly assess whether Tina should be allowed to fulfill Jack's request, they say, we must not only determine whether euthanasia is in Jack's best interest, whether he's participating autonomously, and whether the requested method is acceptable. We must also consider the wider social context and whether strong regulations can be established to prevent society from sliding down vicious slippery slopes. What do you think?
See, that's what I'm saying. In my mind, it's completely ethical. Yeah, let's read some of these comments. I want to see what these people are saying. Scroll down. Bioethics. I lost my husband to cancer. Stopped giving him water or feeding him. They gave him scheduled morphine. Near the end, I begged the nurse to give him a big dose of morphine, but she couldn't. He was starved and dehydrated, weighing 110 pounds. The whole thing was torture for him. Yeah, that's what I think too. Someone said people don't know how extreme pain feels, and I feel like everybody who's saying euthanasia is wrong has never been in that situation before, or like majority of people. What is that? I'm finding anything but fucking vines. No, I don't give a fuck about these depths, bro. I'm just looking for vines. Why is it so difficult to find vines? They literally should have been in that that fucking oak thing. Oh, this is the... Oh my fucking god. So much... These biomes are so fucking big for like no reason. Look how fucking big this is. Why is it so big? But yeah, I think I have all I need for that. I think it's pretty safe to say, at least for me, euthanasia is completely ethical. Everybody who says like life is sacred is religious. I've never seen somebody who's not religious give an argument for euthanasia that's not that. Although the whole autonomy angle, is I suppose there's a point to be made about that, but not that many points. Why is this biome so fucking big? This is infuriating. Oh my god, bro. Finding fucking vines should not be this hard, bro. Look how fast we're going now. Oh, it's because we have those shoes. The like swimming shit. Oh my god. It scared me. Packed ice. But yeah, euthanasia was totally ethical. Not as controversial as a subject as I would have wanted. Oh, my fucking mouse disconnected. What was that? Just let me go in peace. I don't even want to fucking be in this biome. It's so huge. For no reason. This is literally the worst biome of all time. And it's so big. Like, what would you ever need this much ice for in this fuck-ass game? Genuinely. Why is my breath still going down? I'm fucking above water. Look at this. It's literally nothing. Deep, cold ocean? How about you give me some land? How about that? Why is that so difficult? Once I get to land, I'm keeping those fucking coordinates to fucking TP, bro. This is fucking kelp. Look, a forest. Like a real fucking forest. You're gonna give me vines after like an hour? None, bro. What's it gonna take to get some vines, brother? What's it gonna take to get some vines? Running into like the same 4 biomes. None of which have vines. That's infuriating to me. There's literally no reason for it to be this hard to find vines. It's like all I'm looking for is vines. That's like it. What do you guys think about euthanasia? Leave your answers in the comment below. Not before real. But I also feel like it's so obvious. Like, literally everybody who's pro-euthanasia is fucking religious. And it's like, alright, just say you're stupid. Just say you have no argument. Oh, redwood. Whoa. I bet I could climb that. He's so funny. He's so funny. This is all fucking mud. Oh my god. I'm actually gonna kill myself. This is it, bros. Look at lush caves. Did it happen? Oh god. God. Yes. Yes. Oh god. Yes, this is so dangerous right now, bro. I am about to buzz, bro. There we go. Finally found fucking vines. Okay. Okay. I don't need too many because they grow, right? So I just need to put them on trees and then they grow. But I am gonna keep the coordinates to this fucking place. White cliffs, look at this. Dude, this mod pack is huge. And then the TARDIS Refine mod is also huge. Alright, so then let's... What? Oh. Yeah. Keeping those. And then escape. Let's see if I can figure out a quick and easy way to euthanize myself to close out the video. Yeah, I don't know what they were trying to do, like in the textbook with those other examples. None of those count as euthanasia. Literally none of those count as euthanasia. There we go. Look at that. That looks so. You can hear the rain. Wait. Hear that sweet rain? Let's do ASMR now. All right, I'm probably gonna call it. So yeah, euthanasia is totally ethical. Euthanize your friends. Pull a plug. Don't feel guilty about it.